RIP Libertarian Party. Get a load of the goober they just nominated as their presidential candidate. It's crazy. It's wild. The Libertarian Party has been co-opted, has been taken over. They died years ago. I say at least 3 years ago. 2 or 3 years ago, I noticed the Libertarian Party was over when I used to be a member of a Libertarian Reddit, and on the Libertarian Reddit forum, I would make my arguments, libertarian arguments, and they were so far left. I was like, I'd be like, you guys are not libertarians. Like, they were for the jab and forcing people to take the jab. I mean, everything antithetical to being a libertarian, live and let live, they were against, which is just crazy. So, it got to a point where they actually stopped me. They booted me. They censored me. They stopped me from posting on the Libertarian Reddit. And that's when I was like, yeah, because I'm a constitutionalist. I believe in, letting people do whatever, live and let live. Just, I have a bunch of strong libertarian views as well, but I was not welcome in that subreddit. And that's when I found out that the Libertarian Party died. And like I said, I think it was like 2, maybe 3 years ago. But not to be it's just coming to that conclusion after this crazy nomination. They nominated a total leftist to be the head of the Libertarian Party. So we're gonna talk a little bit about that. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon. That's where I talk about things that I can't talk about here. All right, so let's talk about this news. Now, again, this comes from Not the Bee, and they report that they say, well, it looks like the leftist decay has finally finished off whatever may have remained of the Libertarian Party. Gone are the days of Ron Paul calling for the government to end the Fed and Rand Paul defiance on COVID mandates. Behold the official Libertarian Party nominee for U.S. President, Chase Oliver. I mean, this it's not that he's a homosexual. It's not that. It is his views. I just want to point that out. What people do behind closed doors, that's on them, as long as they're not hurting anyone or hurting children or anything like that. It's not his sexual preference. I'm talking about his leftist ideals is what I'm talking about right now. Let's quickly search his X feed and see some of his positions on hot button issues. Here we go. COVID mandates. Look at his take. And mind you, this is supposed to be a libertarian. Mind you. He said, so I'm having a Thanksgiving of less than 10 people, and we will be masked inside. And when we eat, since masks have to come off, we have spacing happening. It's not impossible to be responsible. You got to be responsible. Limit the size, wear a mask when not eating, and space yourself accordingly. Is that a libertarian take? Is that a libertarian take to you? Okay. And then trans and kids, which is just, oh my gosh, this is disgusting to me, what they doing to the children. What grown adults do when they turn 18 is on them. But pushing this stuff on the kids, it should be illegal. And there's been multiple studies to show that transition in young children is harmful for them. Multiple studies. I actually went over a few of those studies before. But he says, happy that kids with cancer and others can get the health care they need. I'm disappointed that a legislature decided to limit therapies and care specifically for young people who may be trans or non-binary. And he goes on to say, it seems Georgia is poised to become another state which finds trans kids playing school sports to be important enough to rise to the need for legislation. They're trying to protect young girls from I mean, how many girls are going to get hurt in sports because of a boy pretending to be a girl? You know what I'm saying? It's not right. Again, what grown adults do is one thing, but to push this on the children, he said it's targeting a small community for political points. It's a shame and will harm the small number of trans athletes. And on the southern border, The southern border. This is how libertarian. Not don't protect your country. How libertarian? Leave it wide open. That's libertarian now. But he said the best way to export liberty is with an open border. He's not holding any punches. Let money and people and goods move freely and let markets and people flourish. Border control in its current form is central planning that doesn't work. Abolish ICE. Is that a libertarian take? A wide open border? That's libertarian. And here he is defending drag queen story hour. This is disgusting. Let me grab my headphones here. I didn't realize it was a video. Let's see this disgusting take. Here we go. All right.
Why do you think that the drag queens want to read to children?
Because I think that they are performance artists and they want to be able to have different levels of performance art. It's the same reason as why do the Wiggles sing to children? Because they want to have a marketplace to kids.
Chase,
they want to be able to.
The Wiggles is made for children. It's obviously family friendly material. Drag queens are not what you call family friendly kind of entertainment.
Okay, but a man in a dress is what drag is, right? Let's just be real. A man in a dress or a woman in a suit is what drag is. Mm-hmm. That is not inherently sexual. There is inherently sexual drag. And you're not going to convince me. I mean, I'm not going to defend otherwise. There absolutely is. But there's also the ability to perform as a man in a wig without being sexual. And that is what this is. And I guarantee you, if you act like I said, I went for myself because I was like, why are there people protesting this thing? I want to see what this drag queen story time is myself. And I want to see what it is. And nothing sexual was going on. And I think that is the truth for 99% of this. And I think
would you take your kids to a drag queen story hour? Or would you drop them off at a drag queen story hour and
I don't think that's what happens. Most of the time, the parents are right there with the kids. But
I'm asking you, would you drop your kids off at a drag queen story hour and come back an hour later?
Great question.
I mean, would you drop your kids off at a movie? Yeah.
I mean, this is who the Libertarian Party chose to represent them. That is the rep. So I mean. Look at this meme here, a complete and total disaster. With some reactions online, look at these takes. I love the reactions. Will Harder say, they did Trump a huge favor. Someone said, I used to have some respect for libertarians, but not anymore. That's how I felt a couple years ago when I got booted from the subreddit. Someone said, so he's a Democrat. No joke. In fact, that's exactly what he is. JW said, that's 3% looking more like 0% now. Talking about 3% libertarian. Defend the West said, I see a Democrat tool. Where is the libertarianism here? There is no libertarian point at all. No libertarian point of views whatsoever. No perspective from the libertarian side. RB Holders said, LOL, so they nominated a leftist. Razorfist said, Chase Oliver isn't a name. It's a description of his recreational activities. Oh my gosh. Oh man. I wish I had my hold on. I got a soundboard now. But it ain't plugged in. No. I should have had it plugged in. Hold on a second. Give me a second, y'all. Let me hook up my soundboard. Oh man. And then I'll read it again with the soundboard. He said Chase Oliver isn't a name. It's a description of his recreational activities. Libertarian Party, how it started, how it ended. Oh man. Yeah. Libertarians have been a clown show for a little while now, but this is likely the final nail in the coffin for them. I think so. They're dead now. They're done. They're done. You don't nominate a leftist like this and then continue to call yourself a libertarian. So long, Libertarian Party. It was fun while it lasted. Oh man, crazy, crazy, crazy. This is the Libertarian Party now. Oh man, they should have never gave me a soundboard. All right, but let me know what y'all think about this. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, subscribe, and check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.